When a user comes to the website for the first time, he has to register first and then log in with a newly created credential. As you can see here, the authentication is secure using SSL TLS. The browser will ask the user whether he wants to install the certificate on the browser or not. This red sign up here means that the certificate hasn't been issued by a trusted certificate authority. But as you know, we should proceed anyway because this is a self-signed certificate.
Okay, so now we're at the point where users have to log in. If they're not already created, they'll need to go to the registration page. We click here, we create a new user. So now we want to test out whether or not we can log in. So the name was Wade, the password was Wade. I'm going to enter in blah, 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 blah. Let's see if we can log in. We get a message here that you have to have the correct password. And if we look inside of our SQL database, we can see that we have the new user Wade and the following ID, which is based on the Picket Link security library. And so for this, we want to be able to store passwords in a hash with using Picket Link security hashing mechanism in SALT. And we could see that if we look at the information per user. So my user ID for Wade was 98 Baker, and if we look over here, we have 98 Baker. We could see the password SALT, and then we could also see that the password is encrypted. So that information is being persisted in the database. If we go back to the website and we put in the proper password, which is, for the sake of this demonstration, just Wade, and log in. I'm now authenticated, and we can continue on to the application.
Alright, I'm going to give a quick demonstration on how our game works. And as you can see, I have my game stats right here. I have 12 losses and 4 wins, and down here is a list of my prior games. So player 1 are the players who initiate the games, and player 2 are the opponents. So this kind of keeps track of what went on in the game. So now I'm going to log in as a secondary player. Now that I've logged into a secondary user, the game automatically picked up the other users that are logged in. My browser also picked up that fact that Thierry is now available to play a game, so I'm going to quickly demonstrate playing the game. First step is to click on Thierry's row and then start. Down here you can see the target grid now. So let me do the ship placement for Jack. So I'm just going to do this. And as you can see, the green indicates the ending points of a ship. So you can't actually click outside the green points. You have to click a green point. That's part of validation. We also have validation on the back end to make sure that nothing was sent behind the scenes. So now that we have the grid placement set up for this grid, we'll go on to player number 2. So we're in the game on player number 2. We'll pick some ships. Now we'll do the back and forth battling. So we'll pick C3. And as you can see, fire. Red indicates that we hit the target, white indicates that we missed the target. Now if we go over here to Thierry's game board, we can see hit, 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 miss. Now we can do the same volley by selecting grid placements. Let's go up here and okay, now as we fired, now let's go over to player number 1, Jack, and see the results. So now that I showed you the back and forth incoming and outgoing rounds of ships between 2 players, let me show you the resume functionality. This button is used to simulate an internet connection failure between the 2 hosts. So if we press quit, it removes the game board from the game. And as you can see, the table is updated. Thierry, Jack are playing on the 29th. And I can click the resume button and it will reinitiate the grid, pull back up from the database. As you can see, my game board state has been revived.